Okay, hi. It's Saturday morning right now. It's about 11 a.m. I'm right here in front of my eBay photo booth, and I'm gonna spend most of the day today just getting listings up and scheduled as far in advance as I can. We're taking a little quick vacation for a couple of days. It's our anniversary, and Jessica planned a little trip. So we are going to be gone for a few days, probably Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Did I say it was Saturday? Today is Friday. Um, so I packaged up today. I packaged up yesterday's orders this morning, and they're ready to go to the post office. But right now, I'm just going to go through doing some photos. I'm going to do my standard thing, 30 minutes, see how many listings I can get posted in half an hour, and then I'll probably do that 2 or 3 times today and try to get at least 20 listings done. I have a lot of drafts written up in the eBay app ready to go, so I just need to take photos. So hold on, I'm going to set the timer on my phone for 30 minutes. We'll just rush through these, see how many photo sessions we can get through in that amount of time. So let me change the camera around and then we'll be right back and get to work. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that my do not disturb is turned on. I don't want to get any notifications coming in for a while. Let's open the eBay app and let's open the camera app and let's get right to work. So we'll go through this as quickly as we can. Okay, let's set the next thing. I forgot to set a timer, so we're also going to set up the timer app. Um, Camera here, timer, 30 minutes. So just press start there. Let's get the camera back. Okay, right here I have this is like a vintage milk glass beer mug. Shit. These, all right, these lights up above are just on the wrong, they're just on the wrong frequency, so they mess up my camera. They put these weird white stripes through the camera, so I'm gonna have to just get rid of those. They're causing more trouble than they're worth, and I don't want that. I don't want to have to keep turning them off and on all the time. So I'm gonna get rid of those and find something else to put up there in that ceiling. I used this setup without them for quite a while, and the lighting is just fine. Maybe even a little bit more dynamic in some way. So I never heard of this. Let's get on to this mug. I never heard of this brand, Goebel beer brand. Um, and I don't think this mug is probably the greatest purchase I ever made. I got it at a yard sale. I think I only paid. I might have. I might have paid as much as $1, but I might have also paid a quarter. I'll pull up the listing in a second when we're getting ready to add the photos, and we'll see exactly what I paid for it. It's a little hard in these photos to see exactly what the printing looks like. It says global private stock 22 beer for patio pleasure. So what does that mean? Who knows? There are several of these listed, and they're not exactly this same one, but very similar ones, and they don't sell for much, like $14 or $15. I'm going into the drafts and just searching for beer. Whoops. Whoops. Drafts. I'm looking for drafts. There it is. And then I'll search for beer, and this should be the only thing that comes up. Okay, so let's see. Start adding these photos. I think my plan is to just undercut the prices that are there currently. Yeah, so I paid $1 for this just last weekend. Okay, so I have it listed for $19.99 plus 16, or I'll take as low as 16 if somebody sends me an offer. So here's the tip: if you want to get a discount on anything in my shop, send me an offer that's not lower than 20% off, and I'm going to accept it. Unless I just listed that item like within 5 minutes, I'm probably going to accept it. So another tip is if you see something in my shop and you want to buy it, but you don't want to pay full price for it, put it in your watch list or put it in your shopping cart, something that will make it appear in my to send offer list. CL Right 5A. That's the location where I stored it. Put it on your watch list and I'll get a notification that says somebody is watching this, they want to buy it. And then I would say probably within an hour or 2 hours, you're going to get a 10% offer at least from me. Sometimes lately I've been sending 15% off offers on older items. So there's a tip. You want to get a discount. I'm assuming many buyers, or many sellers anyway, do the same thing. They get their watchers and then they're sending them offers. So it's a little trick. If you want to get something on eBay for a discount, put it on your watch list. It's very possible the seller will send you an offer. Okay, here's a pair of shoes, these clogs. They're called Dansko Professional Cabrio Cardovans clogs. So they're pretty small, women's size 38. That translates, I guess, to about a 7 or 7.5 in American sizes. I got these. There's a auction house I've been. I'm gonna clean these lenses really quick because it gets like it does something where like when the lenses are dirty, it makes all the blacks, the black colors in the photos get like foggy, like lighter. So if I clean the lens, it should solve that problem. Usually it does. Anyway, I got these from there's a local auction company. It's not that local. They're about an hour and a half away from here, and they mostly do like municipal. This gets in portrait mode, and then it puts an extra blurriness to the picture, which I do not want. Anyway, they mostly do municipal surplus, like park districts, cities, libraries, stuff like that. But they also just will take, if you have some stuff and you want to get rid of it, they'll just take it and sell it for you. So there's a guy who's closer to me. He's only about a 10-minute drive from me, and he does regular auctions with this company. So he does them every 2 weeks. He has a new listing. So I've been buying from him. I've been bidding on most of his, not all of his stuff, but the stuff that he's selling that's good. I've been bidding on, and I'm not winning everything, but I'm winning some stuff for the price that I'm willing to pay for them. So he had the last time he had these these clogs listed. He had a tent I was bidding on, and some like tools, some C-clamps. I bought these exact same C-clamps from him at a previous auction, and then he had some more of them. So I was bidding like $25 or $30 for them. The last time I bid like 18 and I won them. I won them for about $18. And I sold them for over 90. So I was trying to get this second set, but I didn't win the bid on that. Anyway, I got these shoes, and I got a pair of water skis. They're still in the car. I need to get them out of there and figure out how I'm going to list them. So I got these shoes, I think for $18. Let's see. Dansko clogs. I paid $13.90 for these. Their pricing is kind of all over the place on these. And these are kind of small, so maybe not the best possible size to get the most bidders or viewers or whatever, shoppers. But for 13 bucks, let's see, I'm gonna list them for, I just picked sort of a median price of the prices that they were selling for. So they were selling for between like 60 and 120. So I have these ready to list at $75. I'm gonna put them right here in this crate, which I just took some shoes from there this morning, so that's a good replacement. And I'll go to the custom SKU field. I'm gonna put LR crate, so I'll know where to look for those if they sell, when they sell. Okay, what's next? I don't like to list clothing. I kind of stay away from it when I can. But I have a hard time passing stuff up. So I got this, the same place I got that that beer mug I just listed. I got this sweater, Polo Jeans Company, Ralph Lauren. So there's so many different brands, Ralph Lauren, sub-brands. I don't know how to tell which are the good ones. I know there's like Ralph Lauren Purple Label. This is like one of the higher end ones. There's a few other higher end labels like that. I think this is probably on the same level as just Polo by Ralph Lauren. So I got this sweater at that yard sale. I went there one day and I bought some golf clubs and I bought a boom box. I don't have those things ready to list yet. I have to test that boombox, and the golf clubs are still in the car. They need some cleaning up before I can list them. Anyway, I bought that stuff from them on Saturday morning, and I saw some other things that I was considering, but nothing had prices. The other things I wanted didn't have prices, and I didn't really want to ask them for a price, and then find out they wanted, $50 for a sweater, or $20 for a sweater, or even $8. It's too expensive. So then I happened to be walking the dogs Sunday morning. I walk them every morning, so I saw their signs were still up for Sunday morning. So I went over. I thought it said they were closing. I guess this would have been in the afternoon, not in the morning, because their sign said they were closing at 3, and it was like 3:20. This is just in my neighborhood, just around the block. So I saw that sign, and I was already past, but I thought, might as well walk over there and see if they're still open, and maybe since they're trying to close, they'll give me some good deals on stuff. But there were things that I saw there that I was interested in, like some sports jerseys, like the things I don't know enough about. I don't know enough about jerseys to just buy them without doing quite a bit of research. I'm writing up on here the way to put the measurements. So chest, shoulders, length, hem, and sleeve. These are all the things that it's probably overkill, but after getting returns, these are all the measurements that I do. And this is the way I do them. I'll take a photo. Oh shoot, here it is. Here's my measuring tape. I'll take a photo of the measurement. After I got, 5 items sent back because they didn't fit, I thought, whatever you got to do to keep stuff out, keep it out. So I'll take a picture of this measurement. That's the chest. I think you're really supposed to do shoulders from the back, but this is the way I do it. I'll take a picture of the shoulder and I'll write it on here. I'll turn it this way and take a picture of the length of the shirt, which in this case is 28. This stuff takes a long time, so we probably won't get through that many listings in this half an hour session if we're doing clothing. That's 24. And then the sleeve I do from the armpit to the wrist. And I take a photo like this. 23. Then I'll put this piece of paper right in the middle of the shirt and take a picture of this. I have this boogie board, like a rewritable board, around here somewhere, but I seem to have lost it. So I'm going back to using this pad of paper. Okay, so now this sweater is ready to list. So then I'll also put those measurements in the listing. So I keep this paper. This is a size 2XL, so I think it's probably going to be a good quick sell. Of course, it's a sweater and we're moving into the summertime, but I'm not too concerned about seasonal stuff. Okay, so just to try to defeat people who want to return things because they don't fit, I will put pictures of all the measurements, picture of the measurements written down, and then I will also include the measurements in the listing. So I'm going to do that right now. 26, 22, length 28, bottom hem 24, and then I have to add SLEEVE, sleeve, and put that in 23. So anybody buys this and then they say it doesn't fit, I mean, it's going to happen. It's sure to happen. But at least this will dissuade people. You know, the best buyers are going to know what sizes they wear, what measurements they need. And this is men's clothing, so it's not quite as likely to get a return. I think, you know, typically a man will know I wear a size XL, and that's all he needs to know. Oh, you know, women's bodies are all shaped differently, and so they might really need to know the sleeve and the bottom hem and all of that stuff, where a typical male clothing buyer isn't going to need to know all that. Okay, I would like to fold that and put it in a bag and keep it somewhere else, but it's a little bit heavy and chunky, so I'm going to just keep it in the closet there. So I'm going to put BR for bedroom and then CL for closet. Then when this sells, I'll know where to find it. Okay, that's only 3 listings so far. What do we got next? I have all of these Game of Life pieces, and I'm not getting in a rush to list them all at one point. I'm going to go through these as they seem convenient to do. So this is auto insurance documents from the Game of Life from 1960. I had these all listed in a variation listing on eBay, and it was causing me trouble. So I decided to cancel that listing and then relist them all as individual listings. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going through them slowly, doing them. I don't want to fill my whole shop up in one day with these items that are very cheap. You know, I'm only going to sell this for $5 or $6. Auto insurance. I'm just going to take a picture of every single one of these. I have the room in the listing to do it, so I might as well. And then, does it have more information on the back? No, they're blank on the back. So there's 8 of them. This one does have a little, I guess this is probably called foxing. So I'll take a picture of that. Okay, back in the Ziploc bag. Might as well put this back in there. Keeps them a little bit flat. And then I had, when Pineapple was down here earlier, he was getting pretty interested in this. I don't know if you can see it or not. This Big Bird stuffed animal in this box. So I put the lid on so he wouldn't get to it. He's a good dog. until he gets a soft toy, and then he wants to tear it to shreds. And if you want to take it away from him, he gets a little bit aggressive. So we don't ever let him have soft toys like that. Okay, CL. This box is labeled CL mid 1B. And I'm gonna put this in there right now. There's some other game pieces in here. This is a few pieces from a really old Monopoly set. I had a game that was almost complete. It was missing only one piece, so I bought these off eBay to get just the one piece that I needed, and then I'm trying to sell the ones that I didn't need. Okay. This is more clothing. While we're on a clothing kick, might as well do it. Like I said, I don't like doing clothing, and I'm not an expert on sports stuff. I'm not even an amateur on sports stuff. So there's a little thread hanging off of it, so I'll get rid of it. This is a Chicago Bears jersey. It has these where tags were on here. I'm just leaving them on, even though the tag has been removed. Having the little, I'm not sure what those things are called, the little plastic things you put on with a tagging gun. Having them on there makes it seem like this has probably never been worn, and I don't think it has been. It looks pretty nice. It smells a little bit like fabric softener, so it probably has been washed. I can, as soon as I took it out, I can get a little whiff of that, but that could be the brand new smell. I really don't know. Anyway, this is Chicago Bears. I live in Chicago, so I see Bears and Cubs stuff pretty frequently, but most of it I do research on, doesn't really have any value. This one is, let's see. Let's search. I'm just going to search 23 and see if that comes up. Yeah, okay. This is Chicago Bears jersey. Devin Hester, number 23, men's size 50. I think I'm trying to sell it for $65. That might be pie in the sky. I paid $19 for it, so I do need to get a pretty good return on it. That's more than I would normally pay for some kind of clothing. Okay, so I'm trying to get a photo of the entire thing. Then I'm just going to go through each of these details. This has Reebok label on the bottom with a size. You can write your name on there if you want to. Go ahead and get this 23. Let's go here and get this close up. It says NFL equipment on a little tag. Now the actual tags. Authentic Reebok NFL, and then this is the materials, polyester, size 50. What does it say on the back? I need a pen. I prefer to keep my fingers out of the photos if I can. I can't always do it, but in this case, I'm going to use a pen to hold that down. Take that picture. Let's come this way and get this sleeve. Hopefully that's clear. That sleeve, do this sleeve too, and then we'll flip it over and do the back. What's GHS or GSH? I don't know what that stands for. So yeah, I'm not a sports person, so I don't know what GSH is all about. So pricing on this, doing comps, was kind of all over the place. So I'm hoping to get that $65. But like I said, that might be wishful thinking. Hester. I have a whole stack of jerseys right over here. I bought at a yard sale. I think I got like 12. I can't remember. I think I got 9 jerseys for $60. And they're definitely been worn. They're a little bit beat up. I don't know why I haven't listed them. They've been sitting there for they've probably been sitting right in that spot for 9 months. Okay, I need my pad again. In this case, I'm writing chest, shoulder, length, and hem. I'll leave off the arm. I usually only do that with long sleeves. Okay, this one says measured armpit to armpit is 23 inches. Take a photo. I try to back up enough that you can see the number on the tape measure, but also have enough context to know what part of the shirt you're looking at. So this one's 24 and a half. I don't know if like half measurements are meaningful, half inch, but I'm not going to put a quarter. I'm not going to put 24 and a quarter, but I would do halves. Okay, this one is 30 and a half. And then this way, across the bottom, it is going to be 22 and a half. 22.5. Now, I'll take a picture of this. And that's it, we're all set. This one I probably will put in a bag because it's not as bulky as that sweater, but it is kind of big. So the bags I have might not be big enough for it, but we're going to try. Yeah, that fits fine. Now, I'll seal this up. When I sell this and I want to do a packing video, it's nice to show the items completely, you know, if I could take it out of here and show it, but in most cases, I don't want to reopen it after it's been sealed. But I'll just sell it and hope that people understand what I'm selling. Okay, let's go here. We'll put the photos in. This is on the eBay app in the drafts. Yeah, so I knew I was going to be doing these 2 pieces of clothing, so they definitely take longer than other things. I'm going to put in here T4, that stands for tote 4, and then 224, which is the number that's on this bag, the label that I just put on there. So later, if I sell this, when I sell this, I'll be able to find it. I'll know exactly what tote it's in, and then I can just go by the number to figure out where it belongs. I try to put them in some kind of chronological order inside the bags, inside the bins. The idea basically is that, let's say I have 3 pairs of jeans I'm selling. They all look pretty much identical, and I don't want to have to open those plastic bags to see what's inside of there and make sure I got the right pair of jeans. If there's multiple pairs of jeans sitting right next to each other, there's no way to tell them apart without opening them. So I just do this 224. I don't have to open the bag. I'll know exactly which one it is. So this one says 221, this one 223, and now I just put in 224. So if by some chance two blue jerseys end up next to each other in that bin, I'll just rely on those tag numbers to let me know which one is the right one. Okay, what else can I do? I only have about 3 minutes left on our 30 minutes, so I'm just going to do another one of these Game of Life things quickly while they're sitting here. So these are called life cards from the Game of Life, I guess. They have all these different things on them. Share the wealth, exemption card, share the wealth. So I'm going to lay these out. Kind of putting them in order, but not getting crazy about it. Consumption, share the wealth. So each of these share the wealth ones have different rules. I've never actually played the game of life. I don't remember ever playing that. You know, it has those little cars, little plastic cars with little plastic pegs that represent parents, mother and father, and child. Children, boy and girl children. Can we get this done in 1 minute? Because that's how much time we have left on our 30-minute timer. I think we can. Okay, I'm going to go in close. I've got the zoom on this camera. One of these has a little bit of a water spot, so I'm going to make sure to get a picture of that one. Is there anything on the back? No, they're blank on the back. So that's enough. I'm sure I'm selling these for $5 or $6 at the most, so I can't spend too much time messing with them. So I think that's 5. I usually try to list 5 items a day. So I think that's 5 that we just got through. So that's everything. I don't have anything scheduled right now, so those will get scheduled for tonight. Those 5. Drafts, search, life. There's going to be a bunch of things coming up here. Red life cards. That's it. Add the photos. I'm not sure if you're able to see what I'm seeing, but hopefully. We add the photos, then we go to the item specifics and put the location, which is CL mid 1B. And then that listing is complete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we got through 6 listings today in 30 minutes. So that's not a good record by any means. I probably should be spending less than a minute on each one of these. But with taking the photos and then storing them, it does take a little bit of time. So, okay, I'm going to call this video over and I'm going to put this box back in the closet and find another one that's sort of empty. And then I'm going to do this whole thing again. I'm trying to just basically build up a stash of videos that I can post over the next few days while we're on vacation. So I'm trying to do 1 video a day every day. So I might have to get 3 or 4 done today. So for now, we're finished. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again immediately. Bye.